Hey there everyone! So today what we are going to be doing is the 17th episode of Magitech. Unfortunately, due to so many changes that I did in the last update of Magitech, I did have to create a new Let's Play world. So I'm going to pull that up right now. I did do a little initial bit of exploration, and oh, it looks like I logged out in a village actually. There's a rather large structure over there that's generated by chocolate dungeons that I really want to check out. I think it's some type of stronghold or something. I thought I turned the stronghold spawn rate down, but apparently it's still pretty high. I just basically made myself some really, basic stuff. I found this in the blacksmiths over here. I cut down a whole bunch of trees. So yeah, I've been busy but not too busy. Just enough to get some resources started so that, you don't have to watch me get the resources all over again, because I know, obviously, not a lot of people find that terribly interesting. And I don't blame them. So, let's see. I don't want to cut that down because I'm afraid that that tree capitator might think it's one big tree. So, yeah, it's so funny. This spawn point... Oh, this wasn't here before. Yes, strawberries. Excellent. This spawn point happened to be between two villages. This one right here, and one off in the horizon over there, which happens to also be near a Sphinx dungeon. Which also on the other side there happens to be near a stronghold. So I'm thinking that this is probably a really good place to set up. Among those awesome structures for me to explore, there's a nice river down here with some squids and some river canes. There's sugar canes rather. There is another dungeon right under there. I have no clue what type of dungeon this one is, so I'll have to take a look. Lots of water, lots of trees, generally flat land, so it'll make a good area for a factory and some large farmland and probably some farm animals and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly just... I don't want to set up too close to the village because... in one of my old Let's Plays, oh yeah, there was a tainted node here. I destroyed it because it started becoming an eerie biome, so I destroyed it. I didn't want that spreading anywhere. In one of my old Let's Plays, I had, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I had settled up near a village, and it was a Let's Play that I was doing with my best friend at the time, and she was like, we set up this house. It was really close to the village, and we made like a little path to it and everything. We're like, oh yeah, we're villagers, ha 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 ha. And there's another Thaumcraft note there. But yeah, it completely worked to our disadvantage because we had these two NPC villagers, who were just constantly coming into our house. I don't know if they thought it was their house or if it was close enough that it was recognized as a door that was part of the village. So yeah, so that was a little bit of a mess. We used to joke around that we had boyfriends. They would just, come over from the village and hang out with us. It was quite funny, to say the least. So, yeah, what I'm thinking is that I'm going to put the house right here. I'm going to flatten this out. I'm going to make a couple chests really quick, and then I'm going to flatten this land out. I want at least one double chest for some of this stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to dump all this stuff in here for right now. I'll deal with it later. I do want this. I do want that. That can stay in there. I want like construction materials. Furnace. Okay. Alright, so I've got my basic stuff right there in case I need it. I set this up so that grass does not drop the seeds anymore. Thank goodness. Or it has a 15% chance to drop the seeds if you break it with a hoe. So now it doesn't drop like a bajillion Pam's seeds. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Pam's Harvest Craft. It is probably one of my favorite mods for Minecraft ever, and it's in every single one of my mod packs that I've ever made. And actually, there's a huge update to it to 1.72, and I've been dying to try it. It's in my RPG mod pack, and I'm probably going to try it when I do have the chance at some point. But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, I absolutely love Pam's Harvest Craft. I'm actually working on an add-on for it right now that's going to add wines and beers and stuff like that using rice and corn and grapes and strawberries and stuff. But the only problem that I found with it was that when I was clearing terrain, just doing stuff like this, my inventory would literally fill up with seeds. So I used Hunger Overhaul by Iguana Man to tweak how I get seeds a little bit, because that was just, it was becoming a hassle. It was getting a little crazy with how many, and I mean with 1.72 she only added more, which is fantastic. Actually, I think she added more trees. I have to take a look. But yeah, I absolutely love that mod so much. It's so much fun. It's like, yeah, that and Metallurgy are probably my two favorite mods for Minecraft right now, and they probably will be for a very, very long time. I like Chocolate Dungeons. I don't know if I could categorize it in my favorites because it seems to cause a lot of problems on my servers. I think it's just because maybe I have the spawn rate too high, or maybe it's just not really meant to run on a, you know, on a computer home PC based machine, even though my computer is obviously quite above average when it comes to its build. Most people don't have a Core i7. Most people don't have two 660 Ti's for graphics cards. Most people don't have 16 gigs of RAM. Like, I could go on. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just not optimized to run on servers. Maybe it's just, you know, I have too many people playing on it. They're going off in different directions. I am going to hide in the village. Actually, no, I don't have to. Wait a minute. Wait. I could have sworn that I made a... Ah, yep, there it is. I knew I made a bed, and I made a carpenter's bed nonetheless. There we go. Alright, awesome. Yeah, so I made a carpenter's bed. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out this land a little bit. I've got a couple iron ingots. I can spare one for one yeah. No, I don't want to do that. No, not a stone hoe. Give me 2 stone shovels. That should be enough to clear this. I second-guessed that using iron. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that because this is Magitech. And you use a lot of iron in Magitech. Actually, speaking of mods, that's one of the main things that I miss from the RPG mod pack. I really, because the RPG mod packs, which I've renamed Mystic Blade, has now been updated to 1.72. And one of the huge things that I'm missing is Metallurgy. Like, big time. Oh, this is perfect. Very nice. Yeah, it's just, I can control ore spawns with it. I can control... Basically, when I have Metallurgy installed on a mod pack like this that adds a shit ton of mods that, like, you know, thermal expansion adds copper and tin. Forestry adds copper and tin. Something else adds copper, tin, and nickel, you know, and it just, the list goes on. When I have mods that do that, it's so much easier to just turn all of their shit off and just let Metallurgy take over the spawning. Because it's just so much easier for Metallurgy to control it, and to control it all from one mod, rather than having to try and quite literally juggle a couple mod configurations, and, you know, control their spawn rates and their, you know, ore generation and whatnot. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So I think this is good. I'm gonna cover this up because I am bound to fall in it at some point. I know it. Alright, there we go. Okay, this is good. This is plenty of flat land for right now, I think, and it's close enough to both of those villages, which are close enough to both of those dungeons, so I should be good. Now, to build the house, I think I'm going to put it over here. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna... This is probably gonna be a small house to start with. Or small-ish. I think I have Jammy's furniture mod installed. Hang on, let me check. Can't remember if no, I didn't. Mr. Crayfish's? Really? Oh, maybe I removed both of them. I must have removed both of them and left Bibliocraft. Because there's Bibliocraft, I see that. By the way, new version of Bibliocraft in 1.7.2. Totally awesome. You know what, if I had to make a list of my favorite mods, it would probably be Pam's Harvest Craft with the Wee Flowers add-on, Metallurgy, Biomes Aplenty, and Bibliocraft and Biomes Aplenty, Bibliocraft, or Biblio Woods, or whatever he calls it. Those are very possibly my top favorite mods of all time. And one of them, unfortunately, is not being updated. And I believe Shadow Claimer said that he won't be updating it, or he's making a new version. Like, he says to check his Twitter on updates for Metallurgy, but I haven't seen anything on his Twitter about Metallurgy in a very long time, which makes me really, really sad. Makes me think that maybe he's discontinued doing it, which means maybe I need to learn how to mod properly and ask him if I can pick it up. Oh, I don't have enough stone. Okay, so how am I gonna, let's see. I think I'll make the entrance to the house on this side. And maybe I'll make a way out over here into like the little farm area. Like a... Yeah, that'll work. And then I can put the factory over there, connecting to the farm area over here. Yeah, I like that. That works. Okay. I don't especially like this acacia wood. I may change it. Whoops. I actually just redid the texture for these. It's still from Wayukin, but I took the one that was added to Wayukin for acacia wood in default Minecraft, and I just changed the color of it a little bit to match the Biomes Aplenty acacia. I think it turned out rather nice, all things considered. I may still change it. I don't know. I'm very picky with my textures. I like everything to match. It kind of irks me when stuff doesn't match very well, which is why I went crazy matching everything in Botania. That took me a little while, and then the sad part was that I didn't even use Botania that long. I tried it out, and I don't know what it is about it. It's just not my thing. Like, usually I like those types of mods. I love farming, I love flowers and all that crazy stuff, but for some reason, I don't know, Botania just didn't strike a chord with me, unfortunately. But that's okay, stuff happens, what are you gonna do? I have a couple of torches, so for right now, I'm just gonna make these solid walls, and I will clean this all up later. There. Make some nice windows later down the road. So where is the center of this? The center of this is right here, so it's right there. Okay, there we go. And then I just need, whoops. I need literally 2 more pieces of stone to finish this. Well, at least that part of it. Okay, alright. Well, at least I got part of it done. Grab my... where should I put my bed? If this is going out to the farm, this will probably be maybe like a little kitchen area, so maybe this will be a little sitting area, and then maybe this will be my bedroom over here, with, maybe with a fireplace on this side? I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But I can't set my spawn here? Alright, fine. We'll have to wait till night to set spawn. That's fine. Whatever. NBD. Start moving all my stuff inside. Now that I know what I'm gonna do, I need to get a boatload, and I mean a boatload more wood. Oh, you know what? I need a storage area temporarily. Alright, this will be my storage area temporarily, and then I'll put the storage and crafting. And then what I'll do is I'll put the sitting area over there once I'm done, once I have a factory set up where I can store stuff. Oh yeah, I need to get a bunch more wood because I want to make a boatload of carpenter blocks. That should be enough to do. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's enough carpenter blocks. Okay, want to make 2 nice doors. And actually, this is kind of a good idea that I saved that iron, because I believe I need to do that? That? No. What's the hammer for carpenter block? Oh, it's 2 carpenter block. Derp. Should have known that one. There we go. Alright. Okay. Not like it really matters that this is going back in there because I'm moving it again in a minute. Boop. Alright. And then other boop. Alright, cool. For a veranda, I kind of like that. And then this is going to be like a front door. That's kind of cute. Hidden door. Yeah, I'll leave it that one. How many uses does this have? 590? Okay, good. It did take the 600. Like, this had 400 uses by default, so I changed the configuration file because I was a little disgruntled by that. I use this a lot. I can't make up my mind on half the time of what I want to do with it, so yeah, I just... Oh dear, that's... Wow, okay, that kind of camouflaged that a little bit. That doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would. Okay, I'll figure out something to do with those carpenter blocks. I don't want to quite camouflage it. Oh, you know what? That well. There we go. Okay. Oh, where did my shovel go? There it is. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this up a little bit between this episode and the next one. And hopefully I will have a nice house by the time that you guys come back to the next episode. And hopefully I won't have a giant hole in my wall. And I might even have some windows. You never know. Might even have a little fenced off area for the beginnings of a farm. After I make a hoe and make sure that I can actually get seeds from stuff. So yeah, ooh, it'd be a good idea to set up some torches in here temporarily. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'll put a, yeah, I'll just cover the roof right now. May as well just, whoops, take care of that while I'm here. I'm probably at some point going to end up making an upstairs to this. So, I mean, that's why I made it an extra 1 high. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to need a lot of these because I'm probably going to end up using them for the floor as well. I don't usually like to make houses that, you know, match all like this, where they have all the same wood, because they look a little boring. But I just don't have the resources right now to make everything look pretty. So maybe once I do, I'll actually be able to change some of these, but for the moment it's just make it look decent-ish, and then deal with that later. Let's see. There we go. Whoops, got caught on the furnace there. Okay, whoops, there's a hole there. That's where that hole went. I was wondering. There we go. Ugh. Oh, I can do it from this side, can't I? Let's see here. I'd like to put stone in front here to make this feel like it's a, a furnace. Once I'm all done and I don't need this spot for storage anymore, I'm going to make this into a big, nice, pretty looking furnace type deal. Let's see what we got here. I mean, at some point I'm not even going to need that anymore, but for right now I want to make it look at least decent. Maybe I'll make a nice design in the floor at least. And I'll do something like this, where it doesn't really go with... Yeah, whatever. What the hell? Why not? Screw it. Alright. Okay, so this has been episode 17 of Wolf's Magitech Modpack. We just started out, got a little house together so that we are safe. Need to still patch up a couple little spots. Probably between this episode and the next one I'm going to do some mining, and I'm going to find some blocks to color these carpenter blocks. Does this have my custom ones that I made? Yes, it does. Awesome. There we go. Brighten it up in here a little bit. Might be a little too bright. Oh, no, it doesn't have all the custom ones I made. Just, I think I missed one. Oh, no, there they are. Okay. Yeah. What the hell? Well, this is still a little bright. Oh, well. Okay, so anyway, I'll tidy up this place a little bit, and then I will, see you guys next episode.